Hello everybody, it's Nathan here, and I thought I'd do a little quick walkthrough of the bosses of the Antitower. The first one you'll come across is Zerorocio. I'm pretty sure I pronounced his name wrong. Now most of his mechanics are the basic straightforward kind. Naturally, watch out for AoE attacks, and he'll throw up like these bubbles that'll appear like right there. They have like little music notes in them. Just don't get bump into them or nothing, and you'll be okay with pretty much most of it. Occasionally he'll randomly have some minions pop up around the outside, and they'll do like attacks. And naturally, just like just about any other boss that you do in this game, whenever minions come up, kill them ASAP, burn them as fast as you can, because they will keep doing damage attacks that can really deplete your life pretty fast. He will occasionally hit people. I think it's with Confuse. It looks like a big rubber mallet, and the healer can break them out of that. Occasionally, as you see here, someone will randomly be turned into a frog, and in this case, what I have found is there'll be constant AoE attacks that'll appear right where you're at. So I've found just by running on the outside in a circle as the frog, you can stay in front of the AoE attacks for the most part and not take all that much damage. And of course, you got to try to be careful, because as you can see here, the other party members are right there, and if you run right past and it drops the AoE, it'll make it kind of hard on them to where they'll have to move out of the way of the AoE or they'll get hit. And as you progress through this, it's just basically the same moves over and over again. He'll attack you, the music bubbles will appear, he'll have his minions that'll appear on the outside, and that's really for the most part about it with this battle. As long as the healer keeps up on healing and the DPSs do their job and immediately attack the ads as they come out, you should have no problem with this one at all. It's not that difficult at all. Okay, the second battle in the Antitower, you fight Ziggy. He's sprigging on a rock. And as you go through this, it's pretty standard, basic procedure that you normally do with all battles. You have the tank pull aggro and try to face him away from the group as he does his normal attacks. But nothing really earth-shatteringly difficult with this one. He just takes a little bit of damage. But he'll cast this move here called Mystic Light, where he will bring out these Stardust rocks. Get it? Ziggy Stardust? Haha. And as he does that, if you burn down the rocks as fast as you can, because they'll keep spreading an AoE across the floor. Now I've noticed if you don't burn down the Stardust rocks, it'll still leave a little space on the outside that at least I've had happen. I don't know if it'll clear the whole screen, but I've never had a problem with it. But if you burn them down fast, it gives you more room to move around. And then what he'll do is he'll attach a tether to a random player. And all you want to do is stand not directly behind like he's doing, but stand behind one of these rocks, and the tether will attach to the rock, and he'll blow up the rock instead of hurting you real bad. And as you progress through this, he'll just do his normal attacks. He'll do the Mystic Light attack with the Stardust rocks, and occasionally he'll bring out some little minions. I think they're called Spriggan diamond cutters or something like that. And all you want to do is basically just burn down the rocks as fast as possible, kill the ads as they pop out, avoid the AoE, which is pretty standard, and you should have no problems in beating Ziggy. It might take a little while because these damn rocks kind of slow down the battle a bit, but other than that, you should have no problems with this one as well. Alright, the third and final battle in the Antitower is Cabrinha. If you've ever played some of the previous Final Fantasies, you'll know what I'm talking about. The battle first starts off, you'll have 3 Calcas and 3 Cabrinhas. And it doesn't really seem to matter what you do, just burn them down as fast as you can, because they'll dance around and they'll cast like conal AoEs and some on the floor. You dodge them and it's not really that hard at all. I don't know if anything happens if you don't burn them down in a certain amount of time. I've never had a problem actually defeating these in the first phase, so I'm not sure if anything happens. But you just kill them as fast as you can, and when you do, it'll finally go to the next part of the battle. Okay, at this point, all the Calcas and Brinas will rise back up, and they will merge together and form Cabrinha, a big, giant, creepy-ass looking doll. Now, when you're doing this battle, there are certain mechanics you got to watch out for. Cabrinha will do a AoE conal blast, that if you're looking at her when she does it, like right there, it does have a chance to actually hit you with Confused, and you'll go around and attack the other enemies. And as you're going through, she'll attack the tank with a move called Knockout, which is a pretty strong hitting one, so just make sure the healer is doing their job and everything. And as you're going through, she'll do a move called Brace, where she sits down like this. And when she's in Brace, both her sides and her back have a shield, so you have to attack her from the front. If you attack her from the sides or the back, it'll reflect and you'll get some of the damage. So whenever she hits the Brace, just make sure you hit her from the attack and from the front. And then as she goes along, she will cast a move called Dollhouse, as you see here, where she randomly picks 2 of the players and turns them into dolls, and they will dance around and do attacks. Now when you're in this mode, there's nothing you can do. You have to actually have the other players attack you and break you out of them, similar to a Granite Goal and Titan, only this one you'll attack the other players of the game. And now if she actually does this to the healer, naturally attack the healer first and break them out first, because the whole time while you're in doll form, she's doing this ground pound move that keeps knocking your life down pretty significantly. I mean, nothing really that major, but if you don't really jump on it and actually get the healer out, you can actually lead to a wipe, which I haven't had a problem with it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's bound to happen. Now, those are really the only real main moves you have to worry about throughout this battle. Is she'll do the move hitting the tank. But as long as the tank has actually got the aggro and tries to face Cabrinha away from everyone else, it's not that big of a problem. So just remember, as you're going through this, whenever she does Brace, where she gets down like she's praying or on her knees, only attack her from her front, and that way you'll be fine. When she casts Dollhouse, if the healer is one of the dolls, break them out first. Other than that, DPS down the dolls as fast as possible to get the other players out. And avoid her AoE Conal Blast, because it will hit you with Confuse. And other than that, I didn't really find to really be that hard of a battle. I think all 3 of the battles in this Antitower were actually kind of fun, and I really enjoyed them. So I hope you have fun with this game and you're enjoying the new content. I sure as heck have been.